Hello, everybody. Good evening. Aradhna Tiwari from Be the Change by Aradhna, an Access Consciousness Certified Facilitator, empowering and transforming coach, communication skill coach, and your friend. And today, my friend Shivangi is. Hello, Naveen. Hello, Alkan. Shivangi is gonna drill me on what is commitment. What are you committed to? Yeah. Let's view Shivangi. Shivangi. So I'm waiting for Shivangi to join in. I've opened it. Yay,
Hi.
Shivangi. Hello. Hello, hello. Here you are there to grill me. I like it. Hello, Uma. Everyone joining in. Hello, hello, hello.
Now we have renamed this section entirely. Amishi gave us this idea. Date with Shivangi and Aradhna.
Yeah, it's a date. It's a date. Hi, Rutvi. See you all again. Hello, Amishi. Amishi, we've taken your idea. So this is called a date with Aradhna and
Shivangi.
Shivangi. Thank you. So we have a date. We have a date on what,
Yes.
Shivangi, today?
And it's a very interesting topic to be discussed on a date. What are you committed to, Aradhna?
You know, had you asked me this question, good evening, Uma, good evening, everyone. So, had you asked me this question a few years back, I would have no awareness it, and I'm like, I'm just committed to fun and party, and still I am. Yet I'm committed to conscious now, having more conscious world in my world. This was the last thing I ever wanted to have it, and I was like, what do you mean you're committed to anything? You're just committed to you. I'm very, very committed to me, and yes, and I'm committed to having a world which is purely, purely conscious because I've tasted it, I've got the whole gist of it, and now I'm like whatever it takes me, I am choosing to make as many. I'm here in the world, choosing to be more conscious and present and committed to whatever I desire, and let's see what shows up.
Wow. So,
Asa.
I mean, as easy peasy lemon squeezy as it sounds, the commitment word, but it sort of does bring in like some sort of heaviness in our worlds.
Yeah,
Um, like, I mean, the way I have sort of heard the term commitment and how I relate with it is that it's largely used in terms of relationships or in terms of, you committing to your goals and,
yeah,
your career. And that sort of really brings in some kind of heaviness to it.
yeah.
But the way you are talking about it looks like you're having a lot of fun with the
Oh.
commitment that you have
As
with
I have sex with
creating a
everything
conscious
all the
world.
time. I have sex with everything, Shivangi. So for me, it's like
Certainly, I do. Everything and everyone.
everything, everyone, every being on the planet I have sex with. And I'm
Yeah.
getting in the public social media, which is like amazing. So, okay. I mean, just buy it and have fun with it. Hello,
You can
Maxi.
be
Hello.
quoted anywhere, Aradhana.
Yeah,
Beware.
I'm okay. But I am. When I'm talking to you right now, am I not having sex? I'm saying hello to everybody. Am I not having sex? For me, having talking and saying and laughing and giggling is sex. It's not the only the copulation. So I
Yeah.
did not say I'm copulating with you. I'm saying I'm having sex with you, Shivangi.
I'm ready. I'm having fun.
It's not that easy to copulate with me. Don't worry.
Yeah, logistically also it's not feasible right now. So, yeah.
So this is what I am committed to. This joy, this laughter, and how does tell me, Shivangi, how does having joy and laughter so difficult? So it is only because we have a point of view that we have the moment we set commitment, because some commitment means to giving our in our reality, because we were never told that you can be selfish and you can be actually joyful, and everything has to be hard. You have to work hard for life. So that is when it becomes so heavy on us, because it's like
So
giving up yourself. You are what commitment you are talking is giving up yourself. The commitment I'm talking it is committed to myself, to my joy. So who are you
right.
committed
So
to is my question.
I mean, like, so here you're really talking about committing to your own life and not really to somebody else,
Yeah,
and something outside of you.
correct.
Well, even then, like, I have this question of, so the term, I mean, I can you like talk about how commitment and being able to make choices go hand in hand. Like, doesn't commitment take away your choices? Like, because you are now saying that I'm heading in this direction and this is what I'm committed to, and
So,
doesn't that limit the choices?
so the first thing is, what choice am I making? Is the choice what I'm making makes me joyful or not? Say I'm told, and I've been given a choice of going to maybe a small village in the country, and that might make me happy, or a holiday in London might make me happy. Depends. So what choice would I take? So coming in my case, I would take London as a choice for now. And if I have to go to London, will I be excited? Of course I will be. And whatever it takes me, I'll be joyful, I'll be happy. And now whatever it takes me to, I'm committed to reach to London. I made a choice to committed to reach London. Will I make it? Will it be fun?
Hmm.
So what people make choices from the space of heaviness. I make choices from the space of joy.
Right.
So when you're from joyful, then can anything be ever difficult for you? So like people say work and business and money, because that's when they get into the stuckness of it, and the relationship. These are the main topics which people get stuck with in the commitment. So again, I'm reiterating the fact: committed to yourself first. Are you committed to you, or are you committed to your husband or your partner or your family? Who are you committed to is my question again and again. What are you
Yeah.
committed to? So as you ask me, what am I committed to? I'm committed to myself, and I'm committed to consciousness, and I'm committed to joyfulness and happiness. What are you committed to? So if you have that clarity in your head that what you're committed to, that starts your journey, and that is a choice. And when you make that choice, where would you turn? If you're making the choice from a heaviness, is that actually truly do you desire to have it? Then it's a heavy journey altogether, anyways. So do I
Yeah.
really
And what,
require?
I guess, like what you're talking about in terms of what space does that commitment sort of crop from? Like, I mean, is it coming from a space of pleasing
No.
someone, or is it coming? No, I mean, I'm just saying that you are operating from is also sort of
Uh,
important, right? Like, you're saying that
no,
you are
when I get to
committing
space,
from the space of
Shivangi,
joy.
yeah, if I
Hmm.
get to the space and all, people here will say, what is she talking? What the space words and all, I don't understand. People who won't like to commit me, they say, keep, I don't know this language, yeah, they're talking of space or something. I'm talking very simple. I'm just asking you what makes you go joyful, what makes you giggle, what makes you bubble. And it's like, okay, let's go for a movie, let's go party, where is that
And
energy?
that's exactly what I'm talking about. This, that,
Yeah,
operating from, okay, what
yeah,
will create joy in my life?
yeah,
Whereas if someone is operating from a space that how many people can I please with,
yeah, yeah. When you're
whatever
dead,
I'm
yeah,
committing to.
yeah. If you're, so that is not you're committing to, then you're committing to people, you're not committing to you. Again, the question is, who are you committed to?
Yeah.
I'll keep repeating this question with your each question, because who are you committed to? Are you committed to make people happy? And if you're committed to make people happy, does that make you happy? And it can be the choice. It can be a possibility. It's not a wrong choice or a bad choice or a kind of a choice. It's just a choice. So no choice is a good choice, bad choice, wrong choice, right choice. Every choice you make has to actually create a joy in your space. It has to create an ease in your world, not dis-ease, not unease, not the stress. So if you
Yeah.
stop
And
there and change, it'll change.
right.
It might mean that I'm committed to consciousness, and I'm committed to say a talk show on this platform, say 6 months down the line. I am committed, and the space I actually chose that and said yes to day one. I'm committed to that space, not on the journey what shows up, because there might be zillions of, then the world will, come to me and make it impossible for me. But if I am very clear that I have to be there on that so and so date, I would be there. The only thing that can take me away from there is my non incongruency with it, my no commitment to it, to myself. And it's not to be committed to Shivangi or to the world or to anybody, it's commitment to me. I honor me. It's honoring me. It's not about honoring anybody else. And people really misuse this whole thing of 10-second choice, that this is my 10-second choice, I changed it. But for me, I matter a lot. Whatever I say, whatever I be, and it is not from any point of view. It's just because that is who I be.
So, Aradhana, one question and very like direct yet leading kind of a question is showing up. So,
Mhm.
if uh, if I fail in something, so does that also mean that I wasn't fully committed to it in the first place?
Yes, can be. And then what? For me, there's never a failure. Maybe that is a another road which is showing. You think this is a road which will directly take you, but on that way, that failure might take you to that destination from a different, and it might be more fun, and it might be more scenic, and it might be more fun. So there's never a failure. If it's a
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, sorry. Somebody asked a question. Yeah, please
go
continue.
ahead. So there is never a failure in my world. Every failure is also a part of the journey.
And thank you for saying that, because when I say failure, I'm actually really looking at it in a very linear pattern of like, okay, I wanted to do this by this date and ensure that these are the results. But if it's not happening in my world cognitively right now, I think it's a failure. But
Yeah,
it
but
might
then you are
just,
not. But when you say that, Shivangi, are you living in the moment, or are you already you have concluded the future? So when you have concluded the future and things never show up the way you're asking, and then you are going and putting your head against the wall, and in this like a wall is not moving. You're
yeah.
banging your head to the wall. You're not moving across the side through the mountain, but you're banging your head to the mountain that you have to take the mountain down to go, rather than take another way to go.
I'm totally imagining myself doing that now. Okay, so we
Yeah.
have Sonali who's asked, what if it is not joy after some time? What's the
Mhm.
value of commitment then?
So it's so it is. Is it yours? Is my question. Is that joy not? If it was so committed in the first place, your choice was so much joyful, and it is not showing, ask, is it yours? Or have you picked up anybody on the way who is not happy with the thing? Because how you're creating. And then, like, and what fun can you add there? What fun factor can you add? Like this morning, I was telling everybody of you in the class also, like how I was just feeling like sun in and out, sun in and out, sun coming, sun going, and the whole day I have been observing, and I was watching myself, and I was very uneasy, and then I'm like, all right, hey, I'm okay. I'm committed to this no thought today, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm willing to be here, and and I was into different worlds, and I could perceive myself into different people's world, and I was like sensing everybody's bodies, everybody's ups and downs, and I'm like, okay, everything that is contributing, let it go, and then I was like, okay, and just suddenly I'm like, I'm committed to change this. My world is committed to happiness and joy, and that very moment I was like, what can I add here? And I went on my certain groups which always have jokes, which I generally otherwise don't see. So I went, I said, okay, what joke can actually contribute? And I went on a joke, and it opened. I was sitting on the bed, and I started laughing. Simple. And I changed it because I am always committed to my joy. So what are you committed to? Hello Rohini. Hello everyone joining in, guys.
Hello,
Thank you for
guys.
coming.
Yeah, I mean, thanks everybody who's here. And I mean, it's just so amazing, Aradhana. Like every time we talk, I feel like today I'm going to crack this, I'm going to crack this, and you just talk in the most simplest of language, like, ah,
You
you
know,
know,
it's like simple living, high thinking, simple living. How they say, and I'm
simple
like I'm
living, I think.
simple living, simple thinking, everything simple. I I am always afraid. Like I always tell very publicly also, for me to read longer words, difficult words, I'm like, oh, so much of English. I really can't read. I know English? I really do not know English. So I love to be like a ABCD. I'm still a baby from within. So what else is possible?
So
So
here Sonali is saying, I get that doubt creeps in stupidly. So I
yeah,
mean,
so that
would
is when you
you
have
talk a
very,
little about doubt in terms of
yeah, so
commitment
doubt is
and
when you really are not choosing and you're not committed. Doubt comes, and doubt comes to kill you, then otherwise you'll be too happy and you will create it, and then there'll be too much of fun, and then you have like, oh, I can create anything, that's so boring. So doubt is to kill yourself, and doubt creeps only when you allow it to creep. and you are not, it's like when you're conscious, when you're present, no doubt creeps in. So what's right about you creeping a doubt too? Maybe and whose doubts are you picking is my question. Whose doubt are we whose doubt are we picking?
Guys, here's a brand new tool for all of you. Who does that belong to? We just came up with it
Just
right
came in,
now.
just from the factory, just right now. Freshly cooked baked cookie from Rohini's oven, because today she learned how to bake, start the oven, instructions. She said she will be reading them today. So it just came baked out from her.
You are not gonna leave her. You are gonna get your cookies.
No, so freshly oven baked, my cookies.
Rohini, I hope you are listening to this.
Yeah, she's laughing.
Wow. All right, guys, if you have any other questions that you'd like to ask, okay. Many times we choose, then also we have doubts.
Yeah, but then are you committed to doubts or are you committed to your choices? My question, Varsha. Rohini's commitment. I'm committed to have my cookies for sure. जब मैं अपने आप से भी कमिटमेंट कर लेती हूँ तो फिर अपनी भी नहीं सुनती.
Oh God. Wow.
All
We
right.
should have had that dialogue on the poster, maybe.
Yeah, from Salman Khan's movie, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Alka is saying, when I chose to be happy no matter what, the old point of view started pulling harder. What's that conflict about?
you tell me, what is that conflict? Are you willing to be judged, Alka? Are you willing to be judged? Or are you, when the old point of view comes, is when you have the reference, is because when you're creating your world and when you're committed to your world from the past reference points, what is the future gonna be? It's like, you're doing a renovation in your house and you're never happy, rather than actually taking off and creating a new house. But you'll never be little renovation going on. So the result will be the similar. It will not look an amazing house suddenly. So just a choice again.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for such a cute, easily understandable example.
Simple.
Yeah. So, Aradhana, like, I mean, of course, like it's doubt, it's you know, uh, I mean, in my case, really, like I mean, like I'll talk very personally in this regard that, usually for me, in order to be able to make that kind of commitment, like I need to know if I'm going to do it as perfect as it can be. So that whole deal of perfectionism, like, sort of pulls me, like maybe I'm not completely ready
Mm-hmm.
to say commit to creating this class for myself, or commit to creating the startup that I've been thinking about, or writing this book that I've been thinking about. Am I fully ready for it, and
Yeah.
will I be able to deliver like the perfect thing,
Yeah.
as per my understanding? So could you, I mean,
So I have
is
I
there
have two
anything you
three
could talk
takes
about?
on that. So I have
Yeah.
two three takes on that. So one is, perfect is only plastic and it's boring.
Mm.
So whose perfection are you again looking from? And secondly, if that is when I say I talk very simple, and I love to talk very simple, because there are a lot of people like me who are not into very tough English, who can't have the high end vocabulary or whatever. And because for me to deal with so many words and languages, sometimes I get with my autism or stuff, and I get a little crazy. So for me, every child learns from ABCD. So maybe whatever your book has to at that time show, it has its own clientele. There are people who like to read high-end vocabulary books, but there are also people who like to read very simple books. Like, if you've given a choice of a book to me, I will go and look into the book first open. If the words are big words, if there's a lot of space in the book, and it sounds simple English, I'll pick it up right there and read it. If it's thick, it's very small written, it's heavy, I'll leave it there. So it depends. Then now, who are you committed to? Whose perfectionism are you committed to? And if you are committed to what, and you, if you have a clarity, what kind of a book do you want to bring out? And you can also ask your book what kind of a book wants to come to the world. So, and if you're committed to that, what are you committed again to? So, what kind of a book do you
Yeah,
want?
I mean, what you're saying in terms of like what I can write today and probably what
Yeah,
I can write, say, like 2 years later, both
yeah,
of this would have its own clientele, and it's
yeah.
it's
But
it's
you
a
know, there are a
very
lot of
interesting way to look
people,
at it. Mm.
and it's funny. A lot of people are struggling with the basic, as how Be the Change group also is on the Facebook, because they deal with the day-to-day simple affair. You know, we talk very high end in the parliament, and we can do politics and high end. And the general public, where do they go? Like people like me don't understand so much. I need some desi bhasha. You know, come on, tell me in simple words, layman language. What is it? But what emotion you're going in this layman time right now? Probably now, if I can talk about commitment, and what I could have talked about commitment much earlier, would be there will be clientele for that too, because they wanted to understand. I also understood, right, over the years.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
made my studies, so somebody might be struggling at that position also.
yeah.
So what if, and for them that's the best book. What you will create at the end of it might not be the best book.
Thank you so much. That really cleared up a lot of stuff for me. So,
So
just
one,
we have some question here. Commitment comes with the word responsibility. Can you talk about that when you're choosing it with others too?
so there are no others. I'm asking you to be selfish openly. Are you committed to you again, or are you committed for others? You can be committed to you, you can never commit to others. When you're committed to others, you're committed to their, how do you know they will act how you want them to act? Even two twins don't have the same feeling. And what and howsoever they, even if they appreciate it and acknowledging it, but they're not acknowledging the way you like them to acknowledge, then you'll keep in holding to their commitment all over. So in the marriages, in the partnership, how you commit to people, do you commit to you, or you give a divorce yourself and give up yourself away, and then you're never happy ever? And then, like, what happened after marriage? You were not like this, you were not like this, because you gave up yourself. Who do they find? Who does the other partner finds? Because
And
who the
what
person got?
invitation and what
Go ahead.
invitation that is for the other person to be, I mean, for them also to be selfish.
Yes. So you know how it is, when you're selfish, then you can never hurt anybody, because then you're so filled with yourself, you can only get that space. But when you're not fulfilled, you're emptied, and you're only having a, you're asking people and you're begging people to give you something.
Wow. Thank you. We have some more things here. Okay. Rohini is asking, does one require willpower to be committed?
No, just a choice. There's no willpower. When, okay, tell me one thing, as I said earlier too, if you're choosing something from the fun of it, like the cookies are joy and fun in my world right now, right, Rohini? You get that? So will that require my willpower to eat that, or is it the joy of eating it? I'm committed to have your cookies, howsoever they cook. But I'm committed to it. For me, it's a joy right now. Can you see the stress and the willpower required? Oh, no, I just will ask you and you will give me. I'll keep eating or chewing your head until I get them on every platform. And then you like, finally, Mata. I'm not going to ask you another time anything in my life. I'll never gift you another thing ever in life.
It's like any topic, and Rohini's cookies are the example.
See, how committed am I? Can you guys see? And do you think I require a willpower here? It's just a choice. I love having my cookie because she promised me a cookie, and I've been waiting for a cookie for 3 weeks now. And she has today she on the oven, and we got a new tool. Who does it belong to? So we require a choice. And when you make a choice, see guys, first thing first, who are you committed to? If you're committed to you, what are you committed to yourself for? Are you committed for your joy, ease, fun, or are you committed to the heaviness? First question first. And if you're committed to joy, happiness, so there will not be a choice which will create heaviness, no? Because if that's heavy, you will give up that choice and choose something else. Got that?
Superb. I guess, that makes it even more easier, step by
Yeah.
step. Alka says, can commitment be covert and hidden?
Okay. Are you covert and hidden? You want to be hidden all your life from who? Who is seeing you? Is my question, Alka. Who is seeing you? Who has time in the world to see you? If you do not have time to see you, who will see you in the world? Who are you hiding away from? What are you hiding away? And who who do you have to show your commitment to? It's always hidden to you. It's only for you. It's special for you. My commitment is not with the world, no, again, it's commitment to myself. Are you hiding from you also? You'll hide a commitment to yourself also? You might have a commitment of killing yourself, which can be hidden, definitely. That's it. What commitment to kill yourself have you guys created in your world? So now see it and you can change it. And you can be jealous of me. I have chosen something different. देखने की चीज हूँ जाने में what that song is that showing up in my world right now?
I don't know what the song is.
Talio. It's like, so what if you can actually get jealous of me right now? Because I'm committed to my joy. So and I'm willing to be seen. I'm committed to be seen. I'm not here for shame. My presence is not a shame in the world, on the planet. Is your presence a shame in the world? Are you operating from a shame and a guilt to be on the planet Earth? Alka, that's my question to you.
Wow.
What if perfection is a lie? Perfection is a lie. There is nothing called perfect in any which way. What if there is no doubt in my world? Perfection is just a lie. You keep aspiring for me. Aspiring something greater is not called perfection. It's like
And
asking for more.
yeah, Aradhana, so I mean, like when I also use the term perfection, like, and you ask me, like, whose definitions are you operating from? Like,
Mm-hmm.
what I get is that, in my world, I need to take it to some place,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that is what I'm, calling perfection, but
Yeah.
it isn't
So you
really.
want to show it to somebody. You guys have a beggar's bowl.
Hmm.
You can come to my house. I will put some energy.
Throw it from there, please. Okay, and
It's like, do you truly require that change, guys? Are you sure you guys require change? Be sure of it before I leave
you,
today.
earlier it was like, whatever I'm asking for is not, like happening. It's not showing him. Now it's like, are you sure you want this? Because it might just get created, in the next 10 seconds.
I'm warning you.
You,
I'm just
you,
asking. Are you
you
committed for
better
that
be
change?
clear. You
You better
better
be
be
clear.
clear. Umesh is saying such a cute thing. Like, I mean, I just wanted to read this out. Every moment you both are melting stories, reasons, blames, like taking away all the excuses. Yeah.
Oh,
Aradhana just
awesome.
takes away all the excuses.
I'm like, are you commit? I'm like, are you committed? Do you truly desire it? Excuses. The moment you use any excuse in your head, you're not committed.
Yeah.
So what? I mean, give me an excuse that you cannot be happy. Give me one excuse you cannot be happy at any given point of time, and then we'll talk about it.
Suffering going on in the world. Sorry, just showed up for me. I don't know
Sorry.
who is talking through me. It's like
Suffering going
somebody's
on.
talking
So
through
what
me.
is suffering? So somebody people choosing suffering? Are you making their choices wrong? What if they want to experience that suffering? How is that affecting you? How that? How is Shivangi's choice affecting my life and my body? Unless I'm allowing myself.
It does not cater to the idea of the kind of greater world that I, per- you know, wish or desire to create.
Yeah, so
And
what
I,
one step can I take today? What one action can I take that to change? And I can only change me, I can't change the world. So when I'm joyful, I only see people and I only spread joy around me. So people around me is always joyful. I'm committed, at least the number of people I meet make smile in a day. And I do commit, right, Shivangi?
yes,
I do make you guys laugh. Don't tell me that I don't make you laugh. Even
I
people
can
here
make
on
a
the
hoarding
podcast.
out of it.
Yeah, I'm committed. लड़की हंसी तो
Yeah.
फंसी, लड़का हंसा तो फंसा. So for me, everybody is fun,
So
right?
cute. This is amazing. Do we have anything else? Any other questions, guys? Or are we gonna bring it to close? I guess like it has been a crisp, short, but quite a powerful conversation.
Yes. Yes. So, guys, again, before I leave, what are you committed to? Who are you committed to? First question first. And what one choice and what one action can you take to be committed to it? And I mean, choice. You can be committed to sadness too, but are you truly committed to sadness then? If you're committed to sadness, be sad then. And be sad joyfully. I love people who are sad and who are
Have
joyful
fun
about
being
the
sad.
sadness. Yeah, I love that. I love to give before I always leave. रोना है दिल खोल के रो. I will stand along with you. I remember when my son was growing up and he would cry and I would like, okay, you want to cry? Can you get in the room? Mama can't hear what you're saying right now. So get in the room. Once you're over, then you come out. Until date, he screams like you are the cruelest mom you can have because you are like I'm not in part of your crying. You want something, be clear about it. So what are you committed to again?
Yes, how many excuses, justifications, approvals, validations you are looking for in order to commit to your life? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank
But how
you.
many people truly are committed to their life? What if you are the first person, whosoever on this platform has been hearing us, what if you are the first person to change what commitment looks like?
Yeah.
At least don't stop giving this excuses. Oh, my parent taught me this. Oh, my this taught this. Now in this moment, what your parents taught, what your teachers taught, what did you learn, did you got entrained with, you let that go. Be here, be now. In this 10 seconds when I have spoken about it, now can you choose it? If you truly want to choose it, can you choose it now? And are you willing to choose it now? Or are you committed to giving yourself excuses of not choosing later? Strict
Uh,
teacher.
we
Strict teacher.
we have Umesh saying, "Wow, I wonder what magic is going to show up in this foundation. It's changing tracks every moment, getting ready
Yes.
for it."
Yes, guys. Anybody who's from Access and who's done
Yes.
Bars class is most welcome to do a foundation class with me. We're starting 31st July. And you can get in touch with us. But then you'll be too much of change. You'll be too much happy and you'll be too much laughter and too much of sex and laugh will come in your world. And that is not permitted, guys. So are you committed to have more sex and fun? Then come to my classes. Otherwise, stay home. Be committed to your sadness.
I mean, honestly, guys, if you are committed to your life and if you're really looking at being committed to your life, like, do get your asses to a foundation class. Like, there's no way you do not attend that class. That class just breaks the current foundation probably that you're operating from, or shows you, I mean, what is your real foundation? And I mean, that class can't be expressed in like 5 lines. You have like do this one thing in your life, like attend an Access Foundation class whenever, however, wherever you can.
Most welcome. But don't be so committed to your life. Then you'll be too happy again. You guys can't be committed. No. Not to the fun and the joy, at least. Be crying. I'm just
Yes.
joking, guys. Have fun. So, who all here ready for the change today? Truth. Are you committed to the change? And are you willing to be whatever it requires? Sending some magical waves. And guys, life is not going to be same. I'm warning you. So receive only if you truly desire that change. One, two, three, four, five, six,
6, 7.
seven. Love you all. Big huggies to each one of you showing up here. And I'm so, 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 so deeply grateful. And thank you, my team. Thank you, all of you. Like, you rock my world. And it's never possible without you. And everybody and everyone who shows up every morning, evening to just listen to my bug. I am so grateful. Thank you. Hope it contributes. And I'm sure it does.
Sure, it
All
does.
right.
People are here watching us. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye bye, guys.
11:11 in the morning, and we'll share the next topic with you, or you could send in a message and tell us what would you like to hear about.
Yes. Awesome. Ciao.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, bye, bye.